Well, 2018 is almost over, and a lot of comic books were bought. So today I'm going to be revealing my top 6 comic book buys of the year, and plus, the winner of the Batman Who Laughs #1 will be revealed today. So stick around. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Superpower Review, the show that brings you news and reviews on super cool comic book things. As always, I'm your host, Kevin Vidinia, and I'm super excited for today's show because today I'll be revealing my top 6 comic book buys of 2018. A lot of comics were bought, and this was so hard to drop it down to my top 6. And today, at the end of the video, too, I will also be revealing the winner of the Batman Who Laughs #1 sketch cover artwork done by me. I would love to do more of these for future shows. But first, let's look into my top 6 buys. Unfortunately, the first one that I'm going to show you, my number 6, is away at CGC getting graded. So let's show that one, Cody. I have a picture of it here. There it is, number 6, New Mutants 98, which is the first appearance of Deadpool. It's graded at a 9.6. So this one I bought, and the case is outdated, the label's outdated. So of course, that being the only one with the older stuff in my collection, it was driving my OCD crazy, and I dropped this one recently at Rhode Island Comic Con to get pressed and submitted for a new grade. I really hope this comes back at a 9.8. I found some defects in this book that I thought could be pressed out, and you know, I don't have too much of high hopes of it coming back at a 9.8. If it comes back at 9.6, I won't be too bummed because I'm not expecting too much, but it would be a plus. And plus, you know, the great thing about it is that there will no longer be a book in my collection with the older case and older label. This one I bought in the beginning of the year. You know, obviously from Deadpool 2 coming out, the price of the book was a little bit high, but I got that one for a good deal. If you can always find your books that you're looking for at a good deal, then you're always off for a good start. So that would be my number 6 for today's episode. And let's get to number 5. Number 5 is I'm gonna go with Batman with Robin, the Teen Wonder, number 232. You guys all know this as the first appearance of Raj Al Ghul. I picked this up at Boston Comic Con this year, and man, did I get a steal of a deal. This book has already made an appearance on the show. I got a pretty good deal on this one. I paid only $80 for this book. Can you imagine? I don't think I've ever seen this book at $80 right now. I think I found one on eBay like maybe the other day, and half of the cover was ripped off, and the guy was still asking $140 for it. The only real problem with this book, and it's really not that big of a problem to me, especially for $80, is that there's a water stain on the corner of the book here, and it's really not that bad. I mean, to me, at least, it's not bad, because, again, I don't think you'll ever find this book at this price for $80. Unfortunately, the stain does go throughout the whole book. It's not just on the cover, it goes all through the book. But this one is definitely number 5 for the collection. I was really happy to find this one. I've been on such a big Neil Adams kick lately for this year, and my 2019 wish list is a lot of Neil Adams as well. Definitely want to get some Neil Adams Batman crossed off my list. So I'm really excited to have this one in the collection for this year as well. Such a great cover. I love the green on this cover. I think it's really cool. And just the little, you know, the pops of the blue of Batman's costume and the yellows and reds on Robin's suit really makes it really pop. And man, I just love the old classic Batman logo as well. But super cool cover from Neil Adams, a classic cover, and I just love that green background. I've said in the past many times, I don't buy a lot of graded books. I'm not a big graded book guy, but this year I did buy a lot of graded books. I kind of like somehow swapped over. I mean, I have lots of copies of other books, but I like to have one graded book that is in great condition compared to my raw books. I'm sure I have a couple of raw books that are near mint, but anyways. Okay, so this is gonna be number 4. This one has a pretty cool story. This is The Amazing Spider-Man number 316. This is the first cover appearance of Venom, or the first time Venom appears on a cover. Man, so this year alone, okay, I bought a 9.4 in this book, and then I graded to a 9.6, and that 9.6 was, again, an older label, an older case, and that drove me nuts. I like to have my things up to date and clean and nice, so I sold the 9.4 to get the 9.6, and then I finally sold the 9.6 to upgrade to get to the 9.8. Very happy to have this book in this grade. Another thing too, the only thing that really kind of stinks is because since the Venom movie came out, the prices of anything with Venom in it went up, and so, you know, whatever. I mean, I really love this character, as you all know. I love Venom. Venom is one of my top favorite characters. I won't say he's my favorite because I can't just pick a favorite. They have so many different personalities. It's like you picking like your favorite child, I guess. I don't know. An equivalent, not very close. So I was really happy to find this book at this grade. Again, even though the price was a little bit higher because of this book, I still found it for cheaper than what other people were asking for. People always get the book cheaper than what it's normally going for, and always pay the grade that you can afford. Okay, that's my advice for you if you're ever buying a graded book. Okay, so really happy to have this one. It's in pristine condition, 9.8. Really happy to have this one at a 9.8. Makes me happy. So, all right, let's put that one away. And don't forget, if you've seen anything that you like so far, make sure you hit that like button right now. And if you want to see more from the channel, make sure you subscribe because there's going to be other videos coming up. So for number, what is this? This is 3. So for number 3, again, bam, Batman. Okay, this is Batman number 251, a classic Neil Adams cover. This is hands down my favorite Batman cover of all time. I love this cover, and you know, this is like, Batman 251 is like my Amazing Spider-Man 300 to me. It's like the book that like I always want to have for some reason. Like you can't have enough of this book for some reason, I don't know. But I picked this one up in the beginning of the year of 2018. Got a super great deal on this one from one of my comic book Fiend Club friends, Comic Raider. He's an awesome guy. He needed some extra cash. He was selling this. I was like, man, I can't pass up that deal. So I really love this book. And you know, this was on the wish list for 2018, and I just wanted to buy one. And if you've seen my previous episode of Boston Comic Con, I ended up buying another one just so Neil Adams could sign, because this one is in pretty good condition. To say how old the book is, yeah, of course, it's got spine ticks and whatnot, but it is in pretty decent condition. I would say maybe this is at least a 5.0, 5.5, but again, I'm not a professional grader, so who knows what this would get, but that's what I kind of think that would come out to be. Maybe, who knows? I don't know, but it's in pretty good condition for the age. Sometimes you find these things super beat up because they're just old. They're old books. So a classic Neil Adams cover. Really happy to have this one in the collection. Batman 251 comes in number 3. All right, number 2. This one, I got to get this one out of the bag. For number 2, again, always pay. If you're going to buy a graded book, always pay for the grade you can afford, okay? So this is going to be the Amazing Spider-Man number 252, graded at a 9.6. Why did I go for a 9.6? Just like I said, always pay for the grade you can afford. This is the grade I could afford. The price range in 9.6 from a 9.8 jumps in price pretty crazy because the 9.8 is a little more rare in the census, I believe, and plus that is the original first appearance of, well, this is the original first appearance of Spider-Man in the black suit. So really happy to have this one. Love this cover. 9.6. Hey, I can live with a 9.6. It's near mint in the grading system. So, and this one was another early buy of the year. I bought this one from Canada. I think this was my first purchase from Canada. It took forever to get here, and I was so worried that, because you hear all these, post office stories, and, things come broken, or sometimes they even open your package and they break things. So I was really nervous that this was gonna come broken, but it turned out to be okay. So I'm really happy to have this one. And I wasn't trying to get a direct edition. It's, I don't really care if it's a newsstand edition or direct edition. This one is a newsstand edition because of the UPC barcode. A lot of collectors go for the newsstand edition. I don't really care. It's just really pretty much the book. It's personal preference. But sometimes I do rather have, the little Spidey logo on the corner. It's just extra art for me. So I think that's cool. So number 2, Amazing Spider-Man. Number 252, which is really exciting. First appearance of Spider-Man in the black suit. So really happy to have this one, especially at that grade. The next one I'm going to show you has to be number 1 because this one I was looking for a while. This was the first thing, one of the first things I bought for 2018. And this book is the one that makes me really most excited. So this one has to be number 1, and this is the Wolverine number 1 from the limited series from 1982. And again, I'm going to reiterate a lot. Always pay for the grade that you can't afford. This one comes in at a 9.8. I bought this one earlier in the year, and I'm really happy to have this book at this grade. I almost settled for a 9.6 because someone, sometimes you get really lucky on eBay. Sometimes people, really need cash really fast, and they'll put something up on eBay and put it for a crazy low price. So I almost went for a 9.6 for $90, which is insanely cheap for that. I almost went for it. I didn't because I knew that I wasn't going to be happy until I had a 9.8 in my hands. So I'm really, really happy to have this one in the collection. Totally for the 2019 wish list, I would like to get another one signed. It doesn't have to be a 9.8, it could be like a 9.4, 9.2, anything from that grade. But man, I'm super excited to have this book. This book looks so nice. I love that orange background. And who can go wrong with Frank Miller's Wolverine? This is a classic cover, awesome cover by Frank Miller. And this book really means a lot to me because this really shows the true character of Wolverine, especially going solo. So really cool book to have. So this is definitely number 1 for the top comic book buys of 2018. It's got to go with this one. So really awesome. It's been a really awesome year. Buying this stuff. This was super hard to do because there were so many other stuff that I wanted to show, but I was like, yeah, let's leave it to 6. I thought about going to 10, thought about going to 8, but I was like, no, I think 6 is a good enough number. So this is going to be part 1, okay? I do eventually want to do another episode just like this before the year is over, and I want to show you guys my top 6 signed comic book buys of 2018. So that will be exciting. So stick around. If you want to see that, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification so you can get notifications when a new video is up. All right. So guys, let me take a sip before we reveal this winner. Moisten the mouth here. All right, so the time has come, guys. On a previous episode of the Batman Who Laughs #1 comic book review that I did with my friend Jake Brownell, I said I was going to give away this book. This is a sketch cover that I did of the Batman Who Laughs. I think we had 6 participants, 6 or 7. So a lot more than I thought we were going to get. So if you are a winner, you're going to have 24 hours to claim your prize. If you are in the States, shipping is free to you. If you are international, you're going to have to pay for the shipping. All right, so I'm going to pick a winner in my SpiderMan mug here. I got all the contestants here, and let's give it a nice good shake. We're mixing stuff. All right, here we go. Should get a drum roll. I can't get him. My hand might get stuck. Ah. All right. The winner is Sin Hatter, everybody. Ta-da! Sin Johnson. Cool, man. Congratulations, Sin Johnson. You win. He is part of the Comic Book Fiend Club, which is pretty cool. So congratulations, Sin Johnson. You win the Batman Who Laughs #1 comic book, original art done by me. So congratulations. I'll be looking forward to hearing from you, my friend. So I think that's going to do it for today's episode. I would be willing to do more of these if anybody's interested. Giving out some free artwork, which is cool. I mean, I just have fun doing art anyway. So I think that's going to do it for today's episode. Make sure you give this video a like if you liked what you saw. If you had a 2018 wish list and you want to tell me what you got this year that made you excited, please feel free. You can always leave your comment in the comment section, or you can email the show at superpowerreview9@gmail.com. If you want to see more from the channel, make sure you subscribe. And I think that's going to do it for today. I'll see you guys really soon.